Hello there! Achieving and maintaining good health is crucial for living a fulfilling and happy life. But listen attentively right now. Why did the bad habit become a detective? Because it was always searching for trouble. Now, it was awkward. But don't blame me, it was ChatGPT who created this joke. I simply ran out of ideas. But seriously, in today's world, some specific unhealthy habits have become a significant challenge to public health. They contribute to a range of diseases and decrease overall well-being. Actually, that's the moment when I tell you that these bold statements about health and productivity will be backed by trusted science-based sources, but about that later in this video. So do you want to join me and find out 4 non-cliché habits which may turn out to be a real deal when it comes to stealing your energy and health? Let's go! Lack of sun protection. No way you expected this one. But that's the zest of this video. 4 quite random, nevertheless important, bad habits. Sunlight is essential for life and offers numerous benefits including circadian rhythm synchronization, as I already mentioned in my previous videos. However, excessive and unprotected exposure to the sun rays can have adverse effects on human health. Despite the known risks, many individuals neglect sun protection, which can lead to some health problems. So what risks are we talking about? Let's get to the most exciting part of this sun protection stuff. According to American Cancer Society, most skin cancers are a result of exposure to the UV rays in sunlight, and the risk of melanoma, and melanoma is a more serious but less common type of skin cancer, is also related to sun exposure. Actually, there is an interesting study about this, but before that, a quick fact. Skin Cancer Foundation claims that 1 out of 5 Americans will develop skin cancer by the age of 70. But if it's caught early, everything can be alright. So don't panic, okay? Numerous studies stress the significance of adopting sun-protective behaviors, such as using sunscreen and wearing protective clothing to safeguard skin health. A study led by University of Sydney has found that Australians aged from 18 to 40 years who were regular users of sunscreen in childhood reduced the risk of developing melanoma by 40% compared to those who rarely use sunscreen. Actually, melanoma is the most common cancer diagnosed in Australian men aged from 25 to 49 years, and second most in women from 25 to 49. That doesn't surprise me. Australian sun burns like hell. It seems to me that no skin is good for staying outside for too long there. So especially if you live in Australia, apply sunscreen when you go outside. Wow! Already 7 dozens of words about this country, not a single mention of kangaroos or dangerous spiders. That's actually untypical for most people who don't live there. Chronic sun exposure causes photoaging, and your skin might look more wrinkled and have brown spots. That doesn't seem an advantage as well. So especially if you spend a lot of time on a beach during your vacation or live in a rather warm country, sunscreen is a must. Neglecting it increases the risk of sunburn. UVB rays are thought to be the main cause of them. They can damage the DNA in skin cells directly, and they are also thought to cause most skin cancers. That's why when you buy sunscreen lotions, you can often see on the cover a notion about protection from UVA and UVB rays. Good marketing. And it's good indeed. There are many options to choose from, even when it comes to such products. Next one, sedentary lifestyle. Probably one of the most prevalent and dangerous habits plaguing modern society is leading a sedentary lifestyle. It's characterized by prolonged sitting or reclining with little to no physical activity. Driven by advancements in technology and changes in work habits, it has become a major public health concern worldwide. The use of screens, including smartphones, computers, and television, has led to increased sitting time and reduced physical activity. According to one survey, the vast majority of daily non-sleeping time was spent in either sedentary behavior or light-intensity activity, and only 3% in exercise time. Compared with our parents and grandmothers, we're spending increasing amounts of time in environments that not only limit physical activity, but require prolonged sitting at work, home, cars. It seems to me that it's essential to recognize the risk and prioritize an active and healthier lifestyle. So what risks are we talking about in this case? Sedentary behavior is associated with deleterious health outcomes. Such a lifestyle is a significant contributor to the obesity epidemic and related metabolic disorders. According to this study, increment in TV watching was associated with a 23% increase in obesity and a 14% in risk of diabetes. According to European Society of Cardiology, such a lifestyle for 20 years leads to doubled mortality risk. So what should we do? Guidelines are pretty clear actually. For adults of all ages, it's recommended to strive for at least 150 minutes a week of moderate intensity or 75 of vigorous intensity aerobic physical activity to reduce all-cause cardiovascular mortality and morbidity. What counts as moderate aerobic activity? Brisk walking, riding a bike, hiking, and even pushing a lawn mower. And examples of vigorous physical activity are obviously running, also swimming, basketball, football, martial arts, and many more. Basically, we have a great amount of options. No matter where you live it, let it be a northern country or southern, it's totally manageable to meet those requirements. You just need something that you're gonna enjoy doing. And when you feel too bored, you can always try something new. Previous two tips were both about your physical health. Now let's talk about something different. The thing I want to discuss now is neglecting your mental health. No doubt it's a critical component of overall health, yet it's being underestimated by some people. Mental health is an integral part of overall well-being, influencing how individuals think, feel, and interact with the world around them. But still, there are some stereotypes and stigmatization when it comes to this topic, according to which you should be, strong and deal with all of your problems totally on your own. Actually, that's what I usually did. And only later I found out that there are better options. Anxiety and depression are among the most common types of mental health conditions that people experience, so let's talk a little about each one. Depression is usually marked by persistent sadness, depressed mood, diminished interest in previously enjoyable activities, and some other symptoms. Of course, there are many things which may lead to this condition. This is one of the reasons why trained professionals may be the best option. I don't think it's as simple as some people say it is. Just smile more and everything will be okay. Symptoms of depression are quite scary actually. Feeling of hopelessness, pessimism, irritability, difficulty concentrating, remembering or making decisions, appetite, weight changes, headaches, cramps, thoughts of suicide. That's scary. Now, if you look at them, it seems shocking. So, if you realize you're continuously struggling with something like this, I recommend taking actions and being responsible. Now about anxiety. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, around 19% of US adults has any anxiety disorder. Actually, the study is quite old, but let's suppose it's close to the current situation. Symptoms may include difficulty sleeping, dizziness, rapid or irregular heartbeat, sweaty or cold hands, and some others. When it comes to treatment, you can try psychotherapy, for example cognitive behavioral therapy. Don't even have to go anywhere. Some specialists offer remote options like audio calls. I'm so glad you got to this part of the video. Let's move to the final chapter. It's my favorite one: unhealthy snacking and emotional eating. They sometimes lead to excessive calorie consumption and poor nutrient intake. Snacking is a common eating behavior that provides a source of energy between meals. However, the choice of snacks and the reason behind snacking can impact our physical and mental health. The consumption of energy-dense snacks may contribute to higher energy intake and weight in adult population. And research has demonstrated that emotional eating is associated with weight gain and an increased risk of obesity. So if you're not ready to stop consuming snacks, maybe it's time to think about replacements. When I want something more calorie dense, I prefer almonds, walnuts, and sometimes peanuts without salt. And when I want something fresh and less heavy, so to speak, I eat vegetables and fruit like mango, cucumber, carrot, apples, oranges, cabbage. I always have lots of this stuff in my fridge. To be honest, I love it. I'm that lucky guy who enjoys eating vegetables and fruit. I'm grateful for that actually. Another thing I noticed about snacks is you need proper timing of meals. If there is too much time between them and I feel too hungry, the chances of choosing something more sweet and calorie dense is higher. So I always have something healthy with me in case I feel too hungry. And personally for me, it's much easier not to buy something unhealthy in the grocery store than resistant eating it at home. So I avoid buying such products because I know it's easier to do it at the initial stage rather than in the end. I truly hope this video is helpful. Subscribe if you want to see more and definitely have a good day.